Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my Villain Academia episode 2.5 because the Kurogiri stuff was in 107. Anyway, so speaking of 107, you may have noticed that episode 107 and 108, so more of a hero and My Villain Academia, aren't on my channel. Now, 107, I thought I'd uploaded, so when I was doing my weekly cleanup of videos, I just deleted it. And, well, turns out I hadn't uploaded it. And 108, yeah, the recording was very choppy, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not being uploaded. And I didn't want to re-record because then it's not as much a reaction as this app is already. So yeah, that's why there's a 2 episode gap between the last video I reacted to and this one. Anyway, this one is titled Revival Party. The League of Villains waits for Gigantomachia to wake up as they clash with the Meta Liberation Army. Now, the problem is, with missing out on 107, 108, I actually liked those episodes. Like, the stuff they did with the whole Kurogiri reveal was even better than in the manga, in my opinion, because they actually had the opportunity to add a couple things in. And also, it made me really appreciate just how heavy that whole storyline actually is, because that's effectively the corpse of a teenager that's been brought back to life and set against his two best friends multiple times. And yeah, and 108, while not the best pacing wise, and they did skip over 2 major things from the start of this arc, they did good for what they had, that being twice as many chapters as the average that it covered, and ending the episode at pretty much the exact point that I recommended they ended this season at. Yeah, so there's a bit of pacing errors in that episode. There were dialogue that was important that was cut. There were important sub arcs that were cut that I'm hoping they bring back when they hit a specific part of this arc. And a lot of dialogue was actually switched between who said it, but overall they were good. Also, it made me realize that the guy who looks like he's from the Gorillas, his business is actually called Feels Good Inc. And you guys should understand why that's amusing. Anyway, let's get the revival party started in 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. I don't actually know if this was in the manga. Hmm. Now, I don't remember that scene, but there's a character in that definitely hadn't been shown by this point in the manga, so it's a good thing we get to see him. I'm actually really excited for when he shows up proper, but yeah, that's basically the whole premise of what the Liberation Army is for. Liberating society so that they can use their quirks whenever they want, just for everyday life, rather than only heroes being able to use their quirks. Which is basically what the entire premise of my My Hero Academia canon divergence story was going to be. And then this happened in the manga, so I'm like, well, now everyone's going to think I'm copying this. Just as the start of the story, so a bit sad that was scrapped because that was some of my best work. Yes, I wrote My Hero Academia fan fiction in year 11. I still find it funny he has the same shoes as Midoriya. There we go. Hmm. Pro Hero. Yep, is a pro hero working with the Liberation Army. Hello. Hmm. So he's basically a politician, if I'm not mistaken. Hmm. Oh, well, they're dead. Ow. She's a reporter. No. Honestly, I said the same thing. Hmm. He's done his research. They've all been practicing and training their quirks. The fuck were some of those quirks? Yeah, she can turn invisible. Did you guys not know that? You sort of remind me of Mount Lady or Midnight. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She sacrificed her own troops because she knew what Toga's ability was. That does imply she has younger siblings. I don't know why I've never noticed that before. Exactly. Which is why I must destroy you. I'm sorry, but if she's got a crazed look on her face, I'd be running. Hmm. Ow. I don't really think you'd want Pogo as your, pillar. Yeah. Ow. I forgot how brutal this was for Toka. Hmm. You forced an awakening. I love the split between Toga and Uraraku's face. Yeah, too bad you'll be too dead to print it. And the blood like fireworks. Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what Shigaraki said. That's fair. He has no idea who she is. He just decayed that entire wave of people in a single touch. Mm-hmm. Hello. I don't create it, I control it. That's a dragon. Where's twice? He won't copy himself because of how traumatized he was the last time. That's gonna be the most brutal out of all the things the villains have to deal with. Just putting it out there. Because if you remember when we got Twice's backstory, I think, what was it? season 3, maybe season 4, we found out that, yeah, he used his clones to make doubles of himself, to give himself an easier life. But eventually, this clone started fighting over which was the real Twice, and they ended up killing each other while he was strapped to a chair. The problem is, he lost track of if he was the real Twice or not. So, he won't clone himself out of fear that it will usurp him. And he's scared of taking damage because, well, if he's a clone, then he'll just disappear if he takes too much. So, that's why he doesn't really fight. And suddenly, Skeptics just sent his biggest fear against him, which was an army of Twices trying to attack him. And that is... physical damage is one thing. Mental damage, oh, that's a whole nother wheelhouse. I do wish they had have kept the plus chaos that was in a couple of the manga chapters during this arc. Go Beyond plus Chaos. Because they've already changed the title to My Villain Academia. But yeah. That was an incredible episode. This whole arc is definitely reviving this chapter. Not chapter, chapter of the story, the season. But yeah, I am glad that they're doing this justice. I just wish that it wasn't moving as quickly, because I think this is still 3.5, maybe 4 chapters of the story that they're trying to fit into a single episode. But they did a lot better this episode than in the last one. Anyway, I don't have anything cohesive to say about this episode. I'm just going to gush about it, so yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.